At the start of 2023, I began a project that I called Year of Marks. The idea was to visually document the entire year by taking a piece of paper, splitting it up into 12 sections, and filling one in at the end of every month. I was inspired to do this by embroidery artists who create Year of Stitches. Here's an example from Sophie O'Neill at The Stir Crazy Crafter on Instagram and Lorna Driscoll at Monarch Teacher on X. I also came across Karen Turner's beautiful work. She is at k.j.turner on Instagram. She hand embroidered a section of cloth every single day in 2022. 365 days seems like a huge undertaking though, but I thought once per month felt doable. So that's how at the start of 2023, I decided to make my own mixed media version and called it Year of Marks. I went with a loose approach where the squares blend into one another and used a variety of different mediums. I was inspired by the things I created each month as well as major events that happened in my life within that particular month. I also try to incorporate bits and pieces of things that showed what the season was or the place where I was staying. And here's my finished Year of Marks project. I had so much fun making it and I'm going to be doing it again this year and wanted to share this idea and process and invite you to try it too. Here are some suggestions on how you can make your own Year of Marks project. Feel free to interpret and execute it however you'd like to really make it reflect you and your 12 months. Let's start with the materials that you'll need. A piece of paper large enough to split into 12 sections and allow you to fill it in. And any kind of tools and mediums you want to use. Here are some tips and suggestions that I think you might find helpful. Use a large piece of paper, such as mixed media or watercolor, that can withstand different mediums. That way you can experiment and not worry about ruining the paper. Consider how you may want to fill in the section and how much space you need. 11 by 14 worked for me, but you might want to work on a smaller piece of paper or a larger one. Pick a size that's easy to frame so you have the option to do so later if you want. 11 by 14 works well. Split the paper into 12 sections to represent each month. Here are a few ways you can do this. Use washi tape to create a border, then peel off when each square is done or when the entire piece is done. I do recommend checking that the washi tape will work for your paper. So in a little corner or on a scrap piece of paper, put the washi tape on and peel it off to make sure it doesn't peel off any of your paper. Instead of washi tape, you can draw or paint your grid. You can use any color, and you can also try doing something like circles, or mixing a bunch of different shapes and sizes. Try mixing things up, they don't all have to be uniform. And lastly, you don't have to create any lines at all. You can just keep in mind the sections but don't put anything down on paper. Keep it loose and less structured without any guidelines. This is what I did for mine. At the end of each month or the start of the next month, fill in a section and add to this piece of paper. It can be a swatch of color, you can draw, paint, or doodle something. You can use your favorite tool or technique that you tried for that month, or you can get inspiration from what's going on with your life. You can also add mementos or scraps that you've collected, write in the box, or use different mediums. There are seriously so many possibilities. Do what you are drawn to at that time. Put your Year of Marks sheet somewhere visible throughout the year. Tape it onto the wall, keep it on your desk, add it to a bulletin board so it isn't out of sight and out of mind. This also helps you think about what you want to add next. If having it visible isn't possible, set reminders on your phone and jot it down on your calendar so you don't forget to add to it after each month. I really love the slow pace of this project, adding a little bit every month and seeing it get completed, one section at a time. It's such a fun way to capture your year, and I think I'll be making one of these for every year going forward. I can't wait to get started on 2024 in February. If you'd like to watch the process as I make another one, follow along on Instagram and TikTok at ATILIAY. And if you'll be making your own Year of Marks project, let me know in the comments or tag me in your posts. I would love to see what you create. Thank you for watching this video and I hope you like this idea. I can't wait to see how our 2024 unfolds.